Okay, it is about mid-January 2026, and I'm finally reflecting on last year and the highlights. So without going into a lot of detail, I can suffice it to say I had a lot of fun last year. I went to some magnificent places for travel with some dear friends. I launched a podcast. I'll come back to that. And I learned some key lessons. I guess one of the biggest lessons that I embodied last year was recognizing my value. I'll say especially when others don't recognize it or don't see it. It was a tough lesson, but I was given a few different scenarios or experiences to deepen and test my deep appreciation for myself, of myself, knowing my integrity, knowing my heart, and trusting the value I bring just by being. And that was enough. Another key lesson, well, again, not just one, but the lesson that seemed to repeat last year was of letting go at a deeper level, recognizing what contracts were ending, ancestral contracts, contracts with communities, with certain groups of friends, and with that came a sadness. Letting go, for me, generally has some sadness, but this time it wasn't grief. It was different. Grief seems to accompany, in my experience, when I've been overly attached. And sadness is just, gosh, I love everybody. You want to kind of take everyone along with, but that doesn't always make room for more to come in. So yeah, honoring that, honoring myself, honoring choices, that's redundant, but honoring my choices even when others don't understand, not needing to explain it to others, and how empowering that is. And then let's talk about the podcast. I launched a podcast last year. Took me by surprise, came as like a wave that I don't want to say impulsively, but I rode the wave and decided to face that fear and put myself out there publicly, vulnerably, to experience all for me that went with that. And just observing the journey and what emotions or feelings come up in me is teaching me a lot. And so I feel different as season 1, I'll call it, draws to a close. I feel very different than when this began back in May of 2025. I am grateful for having started this, and I am excited for what the next season will bring. Some more on that in time to come. Stay well and talk soon.